welcome back to Fetch Quest, everybody, the channel where the host announces that it's a new play session by saying welcome back, and only on those episodes where I'm not clearly cutting into the cutting in from the booth effectively as I'm mixing together episodes. I'm your host, Ross. Once again, I'm not Ross O'Donovan of Game Grumps, nor am I Ross from Friends, although I would like to point out that when Friends was on the air, I did have a friend named Chandler and a friend named Joseph, while also simultaneously not watching the show. It was just a weird thing that happened in middle school. And the power of putting all the smart kids together in one place via a district that was trying to raise lower testing schools by putting all the smart kids at the lower testing schools. Education systems can be fucked up. But we're playing Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3, affectionately known as Sblurb. Probably not the effective pronunciation, but that's what I'm going for. Because I had played, for those of you who are wondering why I went with this version, just because I hadn't played it before. And I know we're pretty much almost over with the adventure here. We'll probably finish at this play session, but there are also the Ereader levels that I'm very interested in diving into for the first time. This one's kind of a puzzler. Because, I remember, like, there's these upper paths here, and not every one of them leads somewhere, and it's just, like, to get to the end, I think you gotta do, having the tail makes life easier in this one, so we're gonna do our best to not lose the tail. And, of course, immediately as I say that, I lose it. 'Cause I'm almost positive you need it for... Or maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something completely different. Oh no, I'm exactly right. Yeah, you need some stuff to happen here. I gotta fly upwards, which means I gotta clear a path out of here. This one can be a little bit awful if you do not have the tail. So yeah, I've also not played this in probably maybe like 15 years maybe at this point. For those of you who are wondering, I am old. I'm in my 30s, low 30s. I think 30's the new 20. I don't know. I don't subscribe to hippie nonsense. These are games from my childhood that I tend. So far, I've been playing only games from my childhood. I will eventually be playing new games this fall because there's a lot of ones that are very interesting to me. Okay, so then I gotta bring the turtle shell up there or one of those blocks. I'm just figuring this out as I go here because I've played these levels before. I just don't remember every part of it. So what I gotta do here is I gotta clear a path, and then I gotta fly up there with a turtle shell. Because otherwise, I'll lose the raccoon power. But that's why this one keeps respawning, is because you're gonna need the raccoon to get through this level here. Please give me... Okay, thank goodness. I was about to scream very violently if I had lost it. Yeah, so... I gotta clear enough room to make a runway, then I gotta run up. I gotta go up there with the shell. It is a bit tricky, and I, of course, have lost the leaf. We're okay on time. I might cut this a little bit. Not in terms of the level, just in terms of... the actual game clock here, because this one's a little trickier in terms of the levels here, and the levels are probably going to get harder as we go along here. We're also trying to do it all without seeing the game over screen once, and so far we've not really gone under 20 lives for any consistent point. I think some of that probably has to do with just I've been hitting every star to this point. I can't explain why. The goal bonuses, I've hit the stars maybe like 6 times, I think, which is good because I have hit the special bonus levels exactly 0 times. I cannot remember, and I should probably look up things before I say things, but I think if anything, this channel has proven by now we don't really care about historical accuracy or making sure we're right on facts when we just say things into a microphone, as evidenced by any time my friend Rob's on the channel. But I thought for sure, like, in the original, you lose the whole power-up. But you don't in Mario Maker, and I don't think you do in All-Stars, but I could be wrong on that. And unfortunately, I have screwed this up one more time. We're gonna probably... Ross, edit this out when you're editing this video. And also edit out every time you're saying the words edit, because, it's, yeah. Yeah. I saw the brand new trailer for the Star Wars Vision show that it just came out, and well, not the show. I won't make that clear, but these episodes should be going up sometime this weekend, I would think. But yeah, the Star Wars Vision, I'm almost. You've got to be kidding me. For Star Wars Visions, okay, now I just kind of want to see if I can get through it within the time period I have left here. I think with Star Wars Visions, I'm so happy that Studio Trigger is making a Star Wars thing. I'm almost 100% positive that those will be the most loved Star Wars episodes by anime fans and the absolute most hated by Star Wars fans. I am certain that they are going to follow their own bliss in terms of doing whatever they want to do, and it's gonna be glorious. Yeah, okay, so we have no time here, so yeah, so if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be this run here. I hit the turtle. Why did I hit the turtle? All right, we're gonna try to cheese it. Can I cheese it? Let's cheese it, which I probably could have done from the beginning here. I can't cheese it, and I'm gonna die. So, all right, well, let's just end it with here. All right, that one is gonna be that one is very rough. It's fair, but it's rough. Yeah, so that one is a little tough. But I'm pumped for I want to see what IG has done, because they did Ghost in the Shell and they did a bunch of cool stuff. One of my coworkers is really excited by the Rising of S.H.I.E.L.D. hero. I've not seen that anime, but I know that team is working on one of them. But I'm most excited to see Studio Trigger's stuff, because their style has always been very. I've been a fan of their work. I know they weren't Trigger then, but Gurren Lagann was and is a great anime. And I definitely want to see. I definitely want to see what their idea of Star Wars is, because based on that trailer, their idea of Star Wars seems to be, what if Grievous was a waifu, and also what if the prisms of light could bend around a lightsaber, which I am almost positive Star Wars fans collectively all rolled their eyes when they saw that. But again, I love all their stuff, so I'm absolutely thrilled to see what they bring to the table. Can I grab this and get up there? Okay. Can I get enough flight power? Nope, I can't. So I got to use the turtle shell. I thought originally you could do that, but maybe my time is just off. Yeah, I have not dove very much into the Disney Plus waters. The only thing I did when I got Disney Plus was I watched the film Blank Check from the 90s, and by far it is not a good movie, but it's one of the movies I remember most from my childhood. They make some decisions in that movie. None of them good, but it's like I said, it's a very 90s movie, It is a very 90s movie where a kid gets a blank check for and he puts $1 million in it, and then somehow gets like $14 to $15 million worth of merchandise. It's not a movie that makes sense, but that's not the point. It is. Was it a Disney Channel original? I do not know, but it absolutely has that vibe. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, that's just how you get through this one. It is a bit tricky to get the timing down between when you have to take the turtle shell. And if there is a better way to get through that level, let me know in the comments. And shame me for my ignorance in failing, which I guess is what the internet is for. Yeah, so... Let's see here, but yeah, I'm interested. I will get Disney Plus to watch that. My go-to strategy is I mostly just stick to Hulu for streaming, and really it gravitates between mostly Hulu Live because it is a way to watch monthly sports for the 2 months out of the year where I'm interested in watching the Bulls before they make me unhappy. And then also for the last couple years, Cubs postseason. They're not going to the postseason this year. They're not. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the decisions they've made, but it's not a watchable team. Although that said, I am going to a game in a hot minute here because I had long ago bought tickets. They're playing against the Pirates, who are a worse team than them, so I'm hoping it'll be fun. But it is my first Cubs game in this new era here. So I'm very curious to see. I've not been to Wrigley in a year and a half, and I've missed being at Wrigley. It's changed a lot. It's certainly changed a lot since the days of my childhood, I suppose. Some of those are good changes. Some of those are like for 2 straight miles down a street, there are like 100 bars, and all of them are very samey. Like, I haven't had a bad experience at any of them. Like they all, I don't drink, but I do enjoy a good burger at a bar. And so like there is no shortage of good food at Wrigley, despite the sameness of all the restaurants. And yes, I recognize the irony that I keep going up there and keep falling and losing my power up. But it'll be my first time, and I'm very excited. There is a bar that everybody should go to in Chicago if you ever happen to be lucky enough to be in the area. You have to go to Cheesy's Pub. This may as well be a promotional video for Cheesy's Pub. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. #ad. But you have to go there for their grilled. It's a grilled cheese bar. And so basically what that means is like they offer gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches. I can't believe I just ran into the fire. But they'll do things like put like onion rings on grilled cheese sandwiches, chicken tenders, barbecue sauce. Like, I mean, they go all out in their sandwiches. There are some really good ones. My go-to strategy for any Cubs game is get off the red line at Belmont and then proceed to what Cheesy's is right there. And then it's just about a half-mile walk to... It is just about a half-mile walk from there to Wrigley. And so I just eat the sandwich on the way and then go to the ballpark and avoid not having to spend like $40 on a terrible tasting burger at Wrigley. The food has gotten better. I will grant them the food has gotten better. But it'll be my first time in this new era, and I'm very curious to see. Like, Wrigley is constantly going through changes these days because the owners bought up the neighborhood and now cry poor. But that doesn't mean the neighborhood isn't. That doesn't mean there's not all kinds of interesting things in the neighborhood. And I'm very curious to see what it's been like, because I've only been downtown once in the last 2 years, and I'll walk that back. I've been downtown twice in the last 2 years. At the start of everything, I remember in January, I got to go attend Undertale Live, which was an amazing experience because they Undertale Live was basically like it was all the music of Undertale, but orchestrated with a live orchestra. And then like they had the game playing on like a projector in the background. And what they would do is that they would basically, dang it, I knew that was happening. What they would do is basically you would take out your phone during like each fight in Undertale. And you would basically say, do you choose to spare this person or do you spare them or kill them, effectively? I forgot what the exact Undertale term is. So, and I feel like Undertale fans will be the least forgiving about me not knowing that term. So I'm gonna your check's in the mail for your Undertale fandom, but. Undertale Live was great because I don't know how much of it was scripted because everybody chose the pacifist route, but they did play Megalovania at the end, which ultimately that's the reason you go down that route anyway. So, but it was a lot of fun that night, and then everything shut down like not immediately later, but like close enough to it where like that was like the last like. That was like the last social thing I did. That was the last social thing I did in Chicago, mostly because winters suck, and also I was getting a puppy, so I had to take care of stuff. So, but if everything comes back, I hope they do Undertale Live again, so other people can experience it. The music of Undertale is legendary, and the world and the characters and stuff. Yeah, I really loved my playthrough of Undertale, and it is a good game. Oh, clipped me. Boy, I'm getting my butt kicked. I don't want to use items. The problem is I don't have any good items really anymore. I have a lot of okay items. Yeah. It's partially underwater, so I can justify using fire flower here. Which I immediately lost because, yeah. I keep getting... You've got to be kidding me, really? Well, so good I used an item to only ruin it. But Undertale Live was an awesome experience. I keep getting stuck. Why?